Hi friends, myself Dr. Bhavyasree P. I am a class 15 batch MBA student. I did my MBBS and my internship from Government Medical College, Kozhikode, Kerala. I could secure a rank of 127 in NEET PG 2022. This was from a rank of around 15,000 in NEET PG 2021 and a rank of around 7.5k in INICET November 2021. So I'd like to share my story with you. My preparation started only during internship. Some of my friends did register for the foundation course, etc., even prior to internship, that's during the third year and final year of MBBS. But I was not that confident between dividing time between our routine studies and the entrance preparation. So since it was like that, I didn't didn't register for any foundation course during my MBBS. Only after entering into internship, I realized that I should have started a bit earlier, but at least I could have had my notes with me. But it was late, and I started then. And I registered with DAMS. I joined DAMS regular batch, and we had online classes due to COVID. And there I attended the classes online. I used to attend recorded lectures since they would not clash with my board duty. And I'd prepare my own notes, and these notes were used for the revision purposes further. It was only after November INICET that I seriously got into MCQ practice. Till then, I just used to write my notes, and my notes itself took the whole of internship and as well as some months further. I completed my notes only on November 1st. I remember the day. And from that to November INICET, we had around 2 weeks. And in that time, I used to revise the high yield topic for INICET, like toxicology, neonatology, etc. And I gave the exam, and my rank was around 7,500. Only then I realized the importance of giving MCQs, importance of practicing MCQs for an exam, especially like NEET, how much MCQ can help us in time management, etc. So I was seeking for an app, and I used to practice in my routine app, but the questions were not my routine level, and hence I had almost lost my confidence. So my friend, she used to do daily test in pre-PG, and she told me there's an app called pre-PG, and it's offering a free daily test. You should at least give it a try. So I thought like there's no harm in downloading yet another app, and I downloaded pre-PG, and I saw the different features, and they were very comfortable for me. The features of pre-PG which caught my attention were especially redness index and prep DNA. Like prep DNA is an area where it's color coded. It's given color coded, like how much proficient we are in a subject. If the color is towards the red spectrum, it shows that we have to be more cautious in the subject. We are not that good in the subject. We have to give more MCQs in practice. And if it's towards the green color, and greener the shade, that shows more well versed we on that subject. So it was a very easy to cache feature. And the next one was redness index, and my redness index at the start of use of that app was around 25, less than 25, around 20 or something. As soon as I gave the test and I started practicing questions in the app, my redness index started improving and my prep DNA started changing its color. So both of these were like rewards for me. And I kept on doing questions in app, and I didn't do songs of questions, maximum 100 questions per day, and that improved my confidence as well as helped in reinforcing my memory. We are reading simultaneously, we are revising simultaneously, but we have to reinforce that memory. So this app was a very useful tool for that. I used to do a GT every Sunday. We had weekly GTs in 2PG. I used to do the GT every Sunday, and I'd review the GT that day itself. Morning I'd do the GT, and afternoon I'd review. While reviewing, I used to write down the important points, the mnemonics, the controversial questions, the questions I guessed, etc., in a separate notebook. And the pre-PG also offers a section called discussion, and there students can also put in their inputs, and students can ask questions, and other students can answer, like a discussion only. So from there, I got multiple mnemonics, and also got different kind of concepts like out of the box thinking, etc. So it was a very useful session. And the other useful thing is daily we get a revision of the questions that we made wrong the previous day. So this actually helps us to pinpoint our mistakes as well as reinforce the memory a bit better. I concentrated on previous years of 3 to 4 years, previous years questions of NEET as well as Indian National Institutes INI. So this helped me grabbing the topics, realizing which topics are more important for NEET as well as for National Institute, and preparing for the exam better. I did the questions twice. Then prior to after completing my previous year questions and after completing my major chunk of revision, the time was almost near April last. So in May, this last month, I dedicated solely on aggressive revision of the all 90 subjects, and there too I gave more importance to short subjects because short subjects were definitely my weakness, like anesthesia and all were my difficult topics. So I gave more importance for that. And on those days I'd do 200 questions per day, and I'd use the filter of clinical questions, high yield questions, previous year questions in pre-PG. Together they were around 9,000 to 10,000 questions, around 10,000 questions. So I do 200 questions daily, along with the routine daily test. Why I restricted 200 questions was that my revision was a bit pending. So if I dedicate more time for questions, my revision would be lagged. That's why. Just one day prior to the exam, I was a bit anxious. Not a bit, I was very much anxious. And we had INI in the last month. That's in May month. We had INI, May INICET also. So there I got a rank of 1730. And it was not as expected. It was not as good as expected to be true. So I was a bit depressed for one day, but I had to come back. I had to gain momentum back because time was very limited for further preparation of NEET, and NEET was very close by. So I studied. I continued study, and I gave the NEET. And this one day prior, I revised most volatile topics. Like for me, there were IP sections, then formulae of physiology, pharmacology, etc. I just went through them once again, and I also went through the important images. I downloaded my phone only, like images of forensic medicine, toxicology, then community medicine, like organizations images and all, and microbiology, pathology images, skin images. All those things I just revised in the last day. I didn't actually do any particular MCQs in the last day. I did the routine daily test, nothing more, and I slept at around 9:30 to 10 because next day I had to travel around 2 hours to my exam center, so I had to wake up a bit earlier. And on the exam day, I had a light breakfast, and I went. I didn't do any particular revision that day. I gave the test. While giving the test, I felt like I was giving yet another GT of pre-PG because questions were very clinical, and some questions were a bit tricky. Most of the questions were on the easier side, but the tough questions were very tough, and some questions were on the gray zone. So time was okay, but some questions were very confusing. Even after the test, I was happy that I gave the test. I was about to get out of this rat race, and I was happy, and I came out of the exam hall. But just within 2 hours of coming back, I realized that I had made. I just looked through some recalls. I had made 6 mistakes in a row, and I stopped looking for further recalls. Whatever happened has happened. There's no point in pondering over the past. So I thought like I'd wait for the result, and the results came a bit early this time, and it was really surprising for me since my result was also not up to the mark. It was really surprising. I may not be the best person to give an advice for the future aspirants, but if I were to suggest something, I'd suggest you to start revision as soon as possible. Like if you're writing notes first, what I did was I wrote all the notes first, and I put a lot of efforts and a lot of time for making the notes. It would be better if you revise from the start only. That would help you reinforce your memory. I feel like that. And I was someone who personally spent more time in studying short subjects than long subjects. More than 5 day subjects, I gave importance to the other subjects. You should find out your own weakness and strength and divide your time like that. And the other thing I'd suggest is don't succumb yourself to peer pressure. All of us are aspirants, and your friends will all be writing the same exam. Each of us has different kind of a story, different kind of strengths and weakness, different kind of method of preparation. Preparation is mostly personalized. So if one person is following some kind of revision, one person is doing this much amount of study daily, this much amount of self study, some person's having a study circle, some person's studying alone. These things shouldn't be your concern. Your preparation should be your call only. If you find something comfortable, you should go for that. If you does not find something comfortable, you shouldn't go behind that. It's as simple as that. That was what I felt during my preparation. And the last month of preparation is very important. This is the time most of the students lose their graph and most of the students gain their potential or gain their rank. Within last month itself, I made significant improvement in results. I felt like that. Even in GT results, it was reflecting. So I suggest you to concentrate more towards the end of the preparation, especially just before the NEET, and give your best shot.